Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Japanese ebook before it's gone.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide. In this series, you'll master Japanese pronunciation. Proper pronunciation is essential for being understood, and in this series, you'll learn it in a fast, accessible, and comprehensive way. In this lesson, you'll learn 2 keys to mastering Japanese pronunciation. First, Japanese pronunciation is comparatively easy. Japanese has only 5 vowel and 14 consonant sounds. Almost all Japanese syllables are made up of one of these consonants and one of these vowels. But the 5 vowels also appear individually. Take a look at the chart. Each character, or kana, represents 1 syllable. The characters in the right column represent a vowel sound only. In the top row of this chart, the characters represent consonant sounds. By combining these, you can form most Japanese syllables. For example, look at the consonant K row. Consonant K sound plus the vowel a becomes ka. Consonant K sound plus the vowel I becomes ki. Consonant K sound plus the vowel U becomes ku. The consonant M row follows the same pattern. Consonant M sound plus the vowel e becomes me. Consonant M sound plus the vowel o becomes mo. Again, each syllable on the kana chart is a combination of a consonant and a vowel. The main exceptions are the 5 vowel group and the special m sound. Let's hear how some Japanese words are pronounced. The first example is a common Japanese surname, Tanaka. Ta-na-ka. It's made up of 3 syllables, ta-na-ka. Each syllable consists of 1 consonant and 1 vowel. Another common surname in Japanese is Nakata. Na-ka-ta. The pronunciation of these 3 kana are the same as in Tanaka, just the order has changed. With a few notable exceptions, you can properly pronounce Japanese simply by reading hiragana or katakana, the 2 Japanese alphabets. Remember this tip, and it will help you throughout your studies. Now, the second key point is, each syllable in Japanese is pronounced for the same length of time with equal stress. For example, when you say America in English, you put stress on m and say it for longer than the other parts, America. The word America in Japanese has 4 syllables, and you say each syllable for the same length of time. America. Pronounce it like this to sound like a native Japanese speaker. Another example. How do you say this word in English? You would say karaoke, but in Japanese, you say karaoke. Remember that each syllable in Japanese is pronounced for the same length of time and gets equal stress. Now to close the lesson, here's the question for you. Why should you, including advanced speakers, spend time on learning proper pronunciation? The answer: you will be understood, and this will build confidence when you're speaking. Also, speaking with proper pronunciation is always impressive. For beginners, you're on the path to perfect pronunciation. And for the advanced students, this is a chance to perfect your pronunciation. Now you know the basics of Japanese pronunciation. In the next lesson, you'll learn the top 5 pronunciation mistakes Japanese learners make. You'll want to avoid these at all costs, so keep watching. What is the hardest part of Japanese pronunciation? Tell us about it in the comments. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide. In this lesson, you'll learn the top 5 Japanese pronunciation mistakes to avoid. Number 1. Shortening long vowels. Saying Japanese long vowels correctly is an issue of timing. You can use claps to measure time from syllable to syllable. For example, the Japanese word for grandmother exemplifies the long vowel in Japanese. Listen closely for it. Oba-san. The a in ba is held for 2 claps. Oba-san. Japanese learners often shorten the long vowel in ba and say oba-san, meaning aunt, not grandmother. In this case, not only is the pronunciation incorrect, but by shortening the vowel, you change the meaning of the word. Hear the difference again. Oba-san, grandmother. Oba-san, oba-san. Oba-san, aunt. Oba-san, oba-san. This is an important but not critical topic for early learners. You'll learn more in Lesson 8. Number 2. Pronouncing loan words with an English accent. Do you know this Japanese word in English? Computer. It means computer. What about hamburger? It's hamburger. These words were imported into Japanese. So while their pronunciation is close to the original English word, you need to learn how to pronounce them correctly in Japanese, or you won't be understood. You don't say hamburger kudasai, hamburger please. Instead, you say hamburger kudasai. Again, hamburger kudasai. Number 3. Overstressing syllables when speaking Japanese. How do you say this sentence? I like sushi. Pay attention to the stresses. If you read the Japanese sentence stressing syllables as you would in English, it would sound like this. Watashi wa sushi ga suki desu, meaning I like sushi. Speaking in this way sounds very unnatural in Japanese. Remember, Japanese doesn't have stress. Let's read the sentence again without stress. Watashi wa sushi ga suki desu. Did you notice the difference? In this series, you have many chances to repeat examples after me. Please listen carefully and pronounce Japanese words without stress. Number 4. Pronouncing the R sounds incorrectly. Try to read this Japanese word out loud. Kirei, beautiful. Kirei, kirei. Did you pronounce de correctly? English native speakers often pronounce it like the R sound in English and say kirei. You should lightly tap the roof of your mouth with the tongue, but don't roll it. It's closer to an L in English. Listen carefully. La, ri, ru, re, ro. We'll tackle this in Lesson 5. Number 5. Removing unnecessary pause. Remember the issue with Japanese long vowels? It's a timing issue, so you should use claps to measure time. To achieve the necessary pause in Japanese, the speaker pauses for 1 clap in between the syllables. This is best illustrated with an example. How about these words? Kitte, stamp. Kitte, kitte. Did you notice that there is a pause in the middle? The pause needs to take 1 clap. Kitte. Let's hear another word. Kakko, parenthesis. Kakko, kakko. Again, the pause need to take 1 clap. Kakko. But Japanese learners often omit the pause. In both of these cases, not only is the pronunciation incorrect, but the meaning of the words changes. Kite without the pause means please come, and kakko without the pause means past. You'll learn more about this sound in Lesson 9. Here's a bonus one. It's ignoring pitch accent. Japanese has many words with the same spelling but different meanings. But there's a way to differentiate these words. Pitch accent, the intonation used when pronouncing the word, for example. If you say, hashi, it means chopsticks. But if you say hashi, it means bridge. Let's hear the difference again. Hashi, chopsticks. Hashi, bridge. In Japanese, each syllable is basically pronounced with a high or low pitch. And each Japanese word has its own pitch accent pattern. This is important to understand. We will teach you the secrets of Japanese pitch accent in Lesson 10. You're on the path to perfect Japanese pronunciation. In the next lesson, you'll master the 5 Japanese vowels. What's your biggest challenge with Japanese pronunciation? Is it one of these top 5 mistakes? Tell us about it in the comments. Stick with us and you'll overcome it fast. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide. In this lesson, you'll master perfect pronunciation of the 5 Japanese vowels. There are 5 vowels in Japanese, and their pronunciation doesn't change. The first vowel is a. Open your mouth a little, relax the tongue and say a. Repeat after me. A. 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 The next vowel is I. Open the mouth, bring the lips up slightly, and raise the tongue and say I. Here's a tip. It's like the I in meat, but shorter. I. Raise your tongue almost to the roof of your mouth. Repeat after me. I. 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 The next vowel is U. Purse the lips as if you're going to whistle or say the word who. Like this. U. Try it. Release a short U sound. U. The lips are more relaxed with the Japanese U sound than the English oo. Compare Japanese U with English oo. Repeat after me. U. 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 The next vowel is E. Open the mouth. Raise the lips up from their natural relaxed position as if you're about to start smiling. And release the sound saying E. Repeat after me. E. 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 The final vowel is O. Think of the perfect circle of an orange. Round the lips as if you're surprised and release a round Japanese O. Repeat after me. O. 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 Congratulations! You've learned the 5 Japanese vowels. There are many Japanese words made up of vowels alone. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Ao, blue. Ao, ao. Ao. Ie, house. Ie, ie. Ie. Ue, up. Ue. 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 Japanese vowels may seem simple, but mastering them is a crucial first step. Almost every syllable from here is formed on the basis of these vowels. Try practicing each one in a mirror. Perfect these sounds because in the next lesson, you'll master the first set of consonants. Was seeing the pronunciation illustrations helpful? Please comment and share your thoughts. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide. In this lesson, you'll master the first of 2 consonant groups. Each group is broken down into rows following traditional Japanese practice. The first of these is the K row. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. When pronouncing ka, ku, ke, ko, raise the tongue to the back of the mouth. Block the breath flow completely with the tongue, then release the sound. Try it. Ka, ku, ke, ko. For ki, raise the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Release k and make a sharp e sound. Ki. Repeat after me. Ka, ka. Ka, ka. Ki, ki. Ki, ki. Ku, ku. Ku, ku. Ke, ke. Ke, ke. Ko, ko. Ko, ko. Next is the S row. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Did you notice that shi is different from the English pronunciation of s in signal? In Japanese, shi is romanized as shi, so it's not s, but shi, shi. Also be careful, because it's a little different from the English pronunciation of sh in sheep. Don't round the lips like you do in English. Shi, shi. Repeat after me. Sa, sa. Sa, sa. Shi, shi. Shi, shi. Su, su. Su, su. Se, se. Se, se. So, so. So, so. Next is the T row. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. When you pronounce these 3 sounds, ta, te, to, you can pronounce the t sound like an English letter T, but softer. Repeat after me. Ta, ta. Ta, ta. Te, te. Te, te. To, to. To, to. Ta, te, to. The next sound is chi. The first consonant sound is just like the ch in chicken. Chi, chi. Chi, chi. The next sound is tsu. Be careful to pronounce it like ts and not tu or stu. When you say cats in English, hear the ts sound at the end. Ts. Repeat after me. Ts. 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 Touch the tip of the tongue to the back of your lower teeth before you say this. Otherwise, it will sound like s. 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 Great! Are you getting the hang of it now? Next up is the N row. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Place the tip of your tongue on your teeth ridge and pronounce the n like in English. Put the front edge of the tongue between the back of the teeth and the teeth ridge. It's also nasal. You know you're making a nasal sound when you feel your voice vibrating up through your nose. Repeat after me. Na, 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 ni, 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 nu, 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 ne, 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 no, 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 no. Next is the H row. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho. Let's try these 3 sounds. Ha, he, ho. Repeat after me. Ha, 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 he, 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 ho, 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 ha, he, ho. Okay, moving on to the next 2 sounds. Hi and hu. These sounds don't exist in English, so practice these the most. When you say hi, your tongue position and mouth shape is similar to when you say I. So try to say I first and say hi. I, hi, I, hi, hi. Repeat after me. Hi, 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 hi. Let's practice some words now. Himo, string. Himo, himo. Repeat after me. Himo, himo. The next one is hu. This sound is unique to Japanese. Hu is like a soft, free-flowing th sound. Bring the lips together, but don't let the lips or teeth touch. Imagine you're getting ready to blow out a candle, but you're just allowing the air to escape. Hu. Repeat after me. Hu, 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 hu. Let's practice hu in some words. Hune, ship. Hune, hune. Repeat after me. Hune, hune. Okay, let's review some more sounds and words. Repeat after me. Kasa, umbrella. Kasa, kasa, kasa. Shio, salt. Shio, shio, shio. Tsuki, moon. Tsuki, tsuki. 月口 mouth 口口口夏 summer 夏夏夏星 star 星星星 You heard a lot of sounds in this lesson. Some are similar to English sounds, while others may sound new to you. Keep listening and practicing to tune your ears to the sounds. You're more than halfway through the consonant groups. In the next lesson, you'll master the remaining consonant groups. What was the most difficult sound for you to pronounce? Tell us about it in the comments. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide. In this lesson, you'll master the second of the two consonant groups. Again, this group will be broken down into rows. The M row is next. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. The consonant M is the same as the English M sound as in map. Close the mouth, put the lips together, and make the nasal sound M. Repeat after me. Ma, ma. Ma, ma. Mi, mi. Mi, mi. Mu, mu. Mu, mu. Me, me. Me, me. Mo, mo. Mo, mo. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Did you notice that when you say mi, the tongue position changed? The front of your tongue is raised to the roof of the mouth because it's influenced by the following E sound. Mi, mi. Next is the Y row. There are only 3 sounds of this group in modern Japanese. Ya, you, yo. Y sound is the same as y at the start of the English word you. Repeat after me. Ya, ya. Ya, ya. You, you. You, you. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. The next group is the R row. Da, di, ru, de, do. Lightly tap the teeth ridge that's just behind the top row of the teeth with the tongue. It's very different from the English R sound. It's actually similar to the L sound. Don't roll your tongue. Ready? Repeat after me. Da, da. La, la. Di, di. Di, di. Du, du. Du, du. De, de. De, de. Do, do. Do, do. Now on to some words. Repeat after me. This, squirrel, リス、リス、リス。辛い、spicy, 辛い、辛い、辛い。Next is the W row. There are only two sounds in this group in modern Japanese. Wa, o. The W sound in wa is similar to the English W sound. However, ease the pressure a little when you round the lips. Repeat after me. Wa, 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 wa. The O sound is grouped in the consonant W group, but it's pronounced the same as O in Japanese. Repeat after me. O, 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 O. The final consonant is can stand alone and is a syllable on its own. Block the breath flow far back in the mouth so that the breath flows only to the nose. This is known as a nasal sound. Repeat after me. Practice this sound with words. Repeat after me. En, yan, en, en, en. Nihon, Japan. Nihon, Nihon, Nihon. What about this word? Honyaku, translation. Honyaku, honyaku, honyaku. If you put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth when you say you would say honyaku instead of honyaku. Make sure you don't touch the tip of your tongue in any place in your mouth when you say Instead, it should be suspended in the empty mouth space. Be careful of this word too. 1000 yen, 1,000 yen. 1000 yen, 1000 yen, 1000 yen. Don't say 1000 yen. Make sure that you keep the tip of your tongue suspended in the empty space and don't touch it to any particular part and say 1000 yen, 1000 yen. In some cases, the sound is influenced by a following consonant. The first case is 運命, destiny. 運命, 運命. It sounds more like an sound because it's influenced by the following consonant sound. 運命. Can you tell the difference with the sound in this word? 参加, participation. 参加, 参加. The transition between the and ka sounds like the nasal sound ng. Again, 参加. Okay, repeat after me. En, yen, en, en, en. 運命, destiny. 運命, 運命, 運命. 参加, participation. 参加, 参加, 参加. Congratulations! You've now learned all 46 of the basic sounds in Japanese. You've learned many words already, so now you should practice saying words you know. Have you ever seen kana characters with little marks on them? You'll learn how to pronounce them in the next lesson. How confident are you about your pronunciation of da, ri, ru, re, ro? Tell us about it in the comments. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide at JapanesePod101.com. You've learned 46 basic kana sounds so far. In this lesson, you'll learn 23 additional sounds. The characters are familiar, but they're marked, and this changes the pronunciation. So, now you can pronounce these hiragana characters, right? Ka, hi, ku, ke, ko. What about these? Ga, gi, gu, ge, go. When this little mark is added to the kana, it makes a different sound. Ga, gi, gu, ge, go. The formal term for this in Japanese is rakuten, but it's usually called tenten, which means ... The tenten makes a sound voiced. Let's look at how this works in practice so you can see what I mean. The first one is ga, gi, gu, ge, go. These g sounds are based on the initial k row, ka, hi, ku, ke, ko. When tenten is added to each kana, the k sound changes to g. K is not voiced, whereas g is. Let's hear them again. Ga, gi, gu, ge, go. Repeat after me. Ga, ga. Ga, ga. Gi, gi. Gi, gi, gu, 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 ge, 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 go, 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 go. Let's hear some words. Kagi, key. Kagi, kagi. Kagami, mirror. Kagami, kagami. Gi in kagi and ga in kagami are nasal sounds. Gi, ga. When you have a g sound such as ga or gi in the middle of a word or at the end of a word, it's sometimes pronounced with this nasal sound. This sound is becoming less common, however, especially among young people. Instead, people will pronounce the consonants with a hard g sound. But you might still hear a news reporter or anchor say kagi or kagami on TV. Next up is za, ji, zu, ze, zo. They're based on sa, shi, su, se, so. When tenten are added, the S row sounds get a Z sound. Za, ji, zu, ze, zo. The exception is ji. Shi becomes ji, not Z. Repeat after me. Za, za. Za, za. Ji, ji. Ji, ji. Zu, zu. Zu, zu. Ze, ze. Ze, ze. Zo, zo. Zo, zo. Next up is da, ji, zu, de, do. These are based on ta, chi, tsu, te, to. When tenten are added, the t sound changes to d. Da, ji, zu, de, do. The exceptions are ji and zu. chi becomes ji, not di. Tsu becomes zu, not du. Repeat after me. Da, 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 ji, 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 zu, 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 de, 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 do, 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 do. Did you notice that we had already had these same sounds, ji and zu, in another row? They appeared in the Z row that we learned before. Both pairs of ji and zu sound exactly the same. But when it comes to writing, they have different kana, such as 時間 time, 時間 時間 hanaji nosebleed, 鼻血 hanaji. Ji in 時間 and ji in hanaji are the same sound but different kana. 地図 map, 地図 地図 気づく notice, 気づく 気づく zu in 地図 and zu in 気づく are the same sound but different kana. We use ji and zu in a few words, but ji and zu are more often used in writing. Next up is ba, bi, bu, be, bo. They're based on ha, hi, hu, he, ho. When 10 are added, the ha sound changes to a b sound. Ba, bi, bu, be, bo. Repeat after me. Ba, 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 bi, 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 bu, 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 be, 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 bo, 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 bo. There's one more set of sounds which is based on ha, hi, hu, he, ho, which is pa, pi, pu, pe, po. This little circle mark is added and the h sound changes to p. Pa, pi, pu, pe, po. The little circle mark is formally called handakuten, but usually called maru, meaning circle. Repeat after me. Pa, 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 pi, 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 pu, 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 pe, 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 po, 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 po. Here's a little pronunciation tip for ba, bi, bu, be, bo, and pa, pi, pu, pe, po. In English, when you pronounce b and p sounds, such as bat or put, you breathe out a small puff of air when you pronounce them. Bat and put. In standard Japanese pronunciation, however, the air released is significantly less. Repeat after me. Ba, bi, bu, be, bo. Pa, pi, pu, pe, po. You've learned 69 sounds so far. You should be familiar with almost all the Japanese sounds now. In the next lesson, you'll combine sounds using the ya, you, yo that you've already learned in Lesson 5. Review these sounds before the next lesson and record yourself to perfect your pronunciation. Have you been practicing in the mirror? Or have you found a better tactic? Share your experience in the comments. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide at JapanesePod101.com. In this lesson, you'll combine sounds with the Y row, ya, you, and yo. Do you remember the syllables ending in an I sound? They are hi, shi, chi, ni, hi, mi, ri. These syllables are combined with ya, you, yo. For example, when hi is combined with ya, you, yo, it will become kya, kyu, kyo. In pronunciation, the y sound is called a glide. When you write the Y group, you write ya, you, yo smaller. Okay, let's get started. The first one is kya, kyu, kyo. Ki is combined with ya to get kya. You need to say ki and ya together very quickly to form them into one syllable. Repeat after me. Kya, kya. Kya, kya. Ki combined with you to get kyu. Say ki and you together very quickly in one syllable. Let's try it together. Repeat after me. Kyu, 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 kyu. Ki is combined with yo to make kyo. Repeat after me. Kyo, 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 kyo. Let's try some words. Kyaku, customer. Kyaku, kyaku. Kyu, 9. Kyu, kyu. Kyoka, permission. Kyoka, kyoka. Next is shi. When shi meets ya, you, and yo, the sounds merge. Sha, shu, sho. Shi combined with ya, you, yo to get sha, shu, sho. Be sure to pronounce two sounds in one syllable. Repeat after me. Sha, 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 sha. Shu, 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 shu. Sho, 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 sho. For example, 写真 photo. 写真 写真。趣味 hobby. 趣味 趣味。食事 meal. 食事 食事。The next sound combination is cha, chu, cho. Chi combined with ya, you, yo to get cha, chu, cho. Be sure to say two sounds in one syllable. Repeat after me. Cha, 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 cha. Chu, 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 chu. Cho, 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 cho. Ready for some examples? 茶色 brown 茶色茶色中国 China 中国中国チョーク chalk チョークチョーク The next one is にゃにゅにょに can be combined with やゆよ to make にゃにゅにょ Repeat after me にゃにゃにゃにゃにゅにゅにゅにゅにょにょにょにょ Let's practice them in some words にゃーにゃーみゃおみゃおにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーニューヨークニューヨークニューヨークニューヨークエルニーニョエルニーニョエルニーニョエルニーニョ The next one is ひゃひゅひょ He can be combined with やゆよ to make ひゃひゅひょ Repeat after me ひゃひゃひゃひゃひゅひゅひゅひゅひょひょひょひょ Here are some words 100 100 100 100 Houston 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 ひょう leopard ひょうひょう The next one is みゃみゅみょ み combined with やゆよ to get みゃみゅみょ Repeat after me みゃみゃみゃみゃみゅみゅみゅみゅみょみょみょみょ Let's try some words 脈 pulse 脈脈ミュージック music ミュージックミュージック名字 family name 名字名字 The next one is りゃりゅりょり combined with やゆよMake the merged sounds りゃりゅりょ Repeat after me りゃりゃりゃりゃりゅりゅりゅりゅりょりょりょりょ Now for some words 略 abbreviation 略略竜 dragon 竜竜料理 cook 料理料理 We have more syllables ending in an I sound, which are gi, ji, bi, pi. The next group is when gi combines with the y group. Ya, gyu, gyo. Repeat after me. Ya, 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 gyu, 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 gyo, 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 gyo. Let's take some examples. 逆 reverse. 逆 逆。牛乳 milk. 牛乳牛乳。金魚 goldfish. 金魚金魚。Next up is the G group. じゃ、じゅ、じょ。Repeat after me. じゃ、じゃ、じゃ、じゃ、じゅ、じゅ、じゅ、じゅ、じょ、じょ、じょ、じょ。Let's get these words down. Jazz, 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 jazz. Juice, 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 juice. 冗談 joke, 冗談冗談。Let's look at び、びゃ、びゅ、びょ。Repeat after me. びゃ、びゃ、びゃ、びゃ、びゅ、びゅ、びゅ、びゅ、びょ、びょ、びょ、びょ。Let's try some more words. 300, 300, 300, 300. Debut, 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 debut. 病院 hospital, 病院、病院。Don't confuse 病院 hospital with 美容院 beauty salon. Remember, you need to say B and yo sounds in one syllable to say 病院。The last one is ぴゃ、ぴゅ、ぴょ。Repeat after me. ぴゃ、ぴゃ、ぴゃ、ぴゃ、ぴゅ、ぴゅ、ぴゅ、ぴゅ、ぴょ、ぴょ、ぴょ、ぴょ。Here's some sample words. 600, 600, 600, 600. Pure, 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 pure. 発表 announcement, 発表 発表。These are combinations of sounds that you've already learned, so you're reviewing and learning at the same time. In the next lesson, you'll learn a secret to mastering the Japanese long vowel. Here's a sample. Can you hear the difference between おばさん meaning aunt and おばあさん meaning grandma? You'll learn how in the next lesson. What's the worst pronunciation mistake you've made? share in the comments. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide at JapanesePod101.com. In this lesson, you're going to learn the secret to mastering long vowels in Japanese. You have already learned the short vowels. A, I, U, E, O. Long vowels are pronounced for twice as long as short vowels like A, I, U, E, O. The meaning of a word can change depending on whether the vowel is long or short. This is a really important part of Japanese pronunciation. Okay, let's get started. The first one is A. You say a short vowel A for one beat and a long vowel A for two beats. A. Notice how A is twice the length of A. For example, the Japanese word for card contains a long vowel. Kado. When writing in katakana, this mark indicates that you need to prolong the vowel of the preceding syllable. In this case, the vowel A in ka should be twice as long to get kado. The next example is the word for mark. Mark. You need to lengthen the vowel A in ma to get mark. Okay, let's try this one. Okaasan, mother. Okaasan. It's written ka-a. Don't read them separately. Read them all together as ka. Repeat after me. Okaasan. The next one is E. E is twice the length of I. Are you ready for some example words? Here goes. Sheet. This mark means that you need to prolong the vowel I in the preceding syllable. Sheet. Next is oji-san, grandfather. Oji-san. You don't say ji separately, but read them all together as ji. Oji-san. Repeat after me. Oji-san. The next one is U. U is twice the length of U. Let's pronounce the sound in a series of actual words. Pool, pool. Pool. Suji, number. Suji. Repeat after me. Suji. The next one is e. For example, the word for cake is keiki. And the word for teacher is sensei. Sensei is made up of syllables se, n, sei. The last two syllables are not pronounced as sei, but as se. So a pair of e and e also makes a long vowel, e. To recap, there are two combinations to make a long vowel, e, which are two e sounds and e and e. So, can you read this? 英語 English. 英語 英語 The part of AE is pronounced as e. Repeat after me. 英語英語 The next one is o. O. For example, there's a long vowel in the words note, notebook, note, note. 公園 park, 公園公園 The first two syllables, ko u, are not pronounced as ko u, but as ko with a long vowel, o. So, a pair of o and u also makes a long vowel, o. To recap, there are two combinations to make a long vowel, o, which are two o sounds and o and u. Repeat after me. 公園公園 Why is it important to master long vowels? Because the meaning of a word can change depending on whether the vowel is long or short. Listen for the difference in these words. おばさんおばさん meaning aunt. おばあさんおばあさん meaning grandmother. When you say おばあさん, extend the vowel a. If you don't, you'll be saying a different word. Now, listen for the difference in this pair of words. おじさんおじさん meaning uncle. おじいさんおじいさん meaning grandfather. Again, the meaning changes depending on whether the vowel is long or short. Please be careful. Long vowels are very important in Japanese. Practice pronouncing long vowels for the proper length of time by clapping to measure time. Do you know which kana is also related to time measurement when it's written in a small size? You'll learn about it in the next lesson. Try writing a Japanese long vowel example in the comments. See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide at JapanesePod101.com. In this lesson, you'll master the Japanese pause known as the small tsu or silent tsu. How do you pronounce these words? Here's how you should pronounce them. Kakko, bracket. Kakko, kakko. Kitte, stamp. Kitte, kitte. Suppai, sour. Suppai, suppai. This small tsu is not pronounced as tsu, but it indicates a pause. This small tsu sound is translated as a double consonant in English. When it's romanized, we have two consonants, like two Ks in kakko or two Ts in kitte. Once you learn kana, it will be easier to master this pronunciation as a sound represented by the small tsu pause. Again, the small tsu is not pronounced as tsu, but it indicates a pause. To pronounce kakko, say ka, then pause and say ko. Make sure you pause for the length of one syllable. So, kakko is made of 3 syllables, the middle one being a pause. Repeat after me. かっこかっこ切手切手酸っぱい酸っぱい酸っぱい needs to be said in 4 syllables. 酸っぱい Please master these, because if you don't pause enough, you might end up saying a completely different word. For example, 過去 and かっこ過去 means past. It doesn't have a small tsu, and so it's pronounced in 2 syllables. かっこ means bracket. It has a small tsu in the middle, and is pronounced in 3 syllables. 過去かっこThe next pair is 来て and 切手来て means come and is pronounced in 2 syllables. 切手 means stamp and is pronounced in 3 syllables. 来て切手 And now, are you ready for a pronunciation tip? Do you know which position you put your tongue in when you make a pause? Repeat after me. 切手切手 Can you get it? To pronounce 切手 after saying き put your tongue in the same position for the t consonant and pause and say て So, you just put your tongue in a position ready for the next consonant when you make a pause. Repeat after me again. 切手切手 The next one is かっこかっこ After saying か put your tongue in the same position for く during the pause. Then say こ Try it. かっこかっこ Let's try this. 酸っぱい酸っぱい After saying す bring your lips together for ぷ Then make a pause and say ぱい酸っぱい酸っぱい Small tsu is a little tricky to master. Try practicing with claps. This is helpful to time it as a whole syllable. This is why it is a pause. Can you hear the difference between hashi and hashi? They may sound like the same word, but they're 2 different words. Find out how to tell the difference in the next lesson. Is the small silent tsu hard for you to pick up on? See you in the next Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide lesson. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Yamamoto. Welcome back to the Ultimate Japanese Pronunciation Guide. In this lesson, you're going to learn the basics of pitch accent in Japanese. Let's listen to these words. Tamago, egg. Tamago, tamago. Sakana, fish. Sakana, sakana. Each syllable is pronounced with either a high or low pitch. Tamago. Sakana. The pitch accent for each word is determined when said in isolation. So, if you pronounce it in a different pitch, such as tamago, it sounds strange. Do you know why we need pitch accent in Japanese? Japanese has many words with the same sounds but different meanings. Ame and ame. Ame means rain. It goes from high to low. Ame means candy. It goes from low to high. Also, we have hashi and hashi. Hashi means chopsticks. It goes from high to low. Hashi means bridge. It goes from low to high. To differentiate between these words with the same sounds, we need pitch accent. This is a key characteristic of Japanese. There are two rules you need to know. The first one is pitch does not change in the middle of a syllable. Tenki, weather. Tenki, tenki. Te is high. Each n and ki is low. So each syllable is pronounced with either a high or low pitch. And pitch doesn't change in the middle of a syllable. The second rule is first and second syllables of a word don't have the same pitch as each other. Aka, red. Aka, aka, high and low. Inu, dog. Inu, inu, low and high. Genki, fine. Genki, genki, high, low, low. Hiragana, 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 low, high, high, low. In all words, the pair of the first two syllables should be high, low or low, high. We're going to give you examples of some words with the pitch accent pattern. Try saying these words. You'll also review the sounds you learned so far. Asa, morning. Asa, asa, asa. Tori, bird. Tori, tori, tori. Sakura, cherry blossom. Sakura, sakura, sakura. Ototo, younger brother. Ototo, ototo. Be careful with the long vowel o. Repeat after me. Ototo, ototo. Kyodai, siblings. Kyodai, kyodai, kyodai. Here you have a long vowel, O again. You need to change the tone from high to low in the middle of the long vowel. Repeat after me. Kyodai, kyodai. Congratulations! You've learned all the essential parts of Japanese pronunciation. You can listen to plenty of dialogues and vocabulary recorded by native Japanese speakers at JapanesePod101.com. Model your pronunciation on these and keep practicing. How do you practice pitch accent? Share it in the comment section. Thanks for watching.
Want to speak real Japanese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at JapanesePod101.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one, and the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. Today, we'll learn conversational phrases about occupations. After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your job and ask what somebody does for a living. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
ご職業は何ですか？私は芸術家です。
Listen to it again, now with the English translation.
ご職業は何ですか？
What do you do?
私は芸術家です。
I'm an artist. First of all, you need to learn how to say, What do you do? That's.
ご職業は何ですか？
Listen to it again.
ご職業は何ですか？ご職業は何ですか？
This Japanese sentence literally translates into, your job, what is? But it means, what do you do in English?
ご職業
Is a respectful way to say job in Japanese, and it is used when talking about someone else's job. Now, how do you answer this question? This is the pattern you'll need.
私は
Your occupation.
です。
This Japanese sentence literally translates into, I occupation am, but it means, I'm an occupation in English. For example, I'm an artist.
私は芸術家です。私は芸術家です。
Here are a few more professions you can use with the same pattern. Company employee,
会社員会社員
police officer,
警察官警察官
teacher,
教師教師
doctor,
医者医者
engineer,
エンジニアエンジニア
Now, listen to some examples.
ご職業は何ですか？私は教師です。ご職業は何ですか？私は医者です。ご職業は何ですか？私はエンジニアです。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what do you do?
ご職業は何ですか？
Imagine you're a doctor. Do you remember how to say, doctor?
医者医者
Say, I'm a doctor.
私は医者です。
Now answer the question saying that you are a doctor.
ご職業は何ですか？私は医者です。
Now, imagine you're a teacher. Do you remember how to say teacher?
教師教師
Say, I'm a teacher.
私は教師です。
Now, answer the question saying that you are a teacher.
ご職業は何ですか？私は教師です。
Now, imagine you're an engineer. Do you remember how to say engineer?
エンジニアエンジニア
Say, I'm an engineer.
私はエンジニアです。
Now, answer the question saying that you are an engineer.
ご職業は何ですか？私はエンジニアです。
When learning a new language, everyone should have an ultimate goal to work towards. Whether you want to be able to connect with a relative, easily order food while traveling, or go somewhere new, having an end goal for your learning can be very motivating. A popular but challenging goal is being able to speak like a native speaker. It's difficult to measure exactly when you reach this goal, and it's not something you can pick up using textbooks alone. So how do you work on making your speech more natural? That's what we're going to look at today. Here are 3 tips to help you practice talking like a native speaker. Number 1, focus on vocabulary. If your goal is to speak like a native, you might be really focused on speaking quickly or using as many complex grammar patterns as possible. But in our native languages, we're not always trying to speak as fast as possible, and we use complex grammar patterns when necessary, not to show off. Vocabulary, however, is extremely important to expressing ourselves naturally. Your choice of words can reveal a lot about you and your understanding of the language. Most learners have had the experience of using a phrasebook or a dictionary to find a word they want to use, trying the word in conversation, and getting a look of confusion from the native speaker. In some cases, although your word choice may be grammatically correct, the word may be inappropriate for the situation or totally unnatural. This is especially important in business and other formal situations, where the right level of formality and professionalism is key. Being able to understand nuances in vocabulary words can also help you understand relationships between people just by listening to the conversation. Try to listen to many different types of conversations. Listen to how people talk to their friends, their superiors, and in customer service situations. This will give you a better idea of how to talk to others naturally. In some languages, you can omit words from sentences or use more direct communication styles. It's important to be aware of these things so you can apply them yourself. Colloquialisms and slang are also commonly used in most languages. As this sort of vocabulary is always evolving, it can be difficult to keep up with the latest words. Talk with native speakers and consume media in your target language to make sure you pick up these kinds of expressions. Media is a great resource for your learning. Ultimately, knowing the appropriate vocabulary to use for each situation will really help you sound more knowledgeable. Number 2, perfect your accent. With every language, there are unique pronunciation and intonation challenges. Some languages are tonal languages, and a change in pitch can completely change the meaning of a word. Then there's the fact that most countries have multiple dialects, and so people from one area of the country may sound different from those in another. So what is the best way to listen to a wide range of accents and different pronunciations? Video and audio resources are a great way to do this. YouTube is a perfect place to start because people from all kinds of different backgrounds upload videos to the platform. You can watch educational videos, daily life vlogs, cooking shows, a travel series, whatever interests you. Pay attention to the different ways people speak. Everyone is unique. And then practice speaking like them. This kind of practice can help you sound more natural. One note, please be aware of the type of resources you're using. For example, if you find a video where a speaker uses a rare dialect, it might not be a good idea to use that for your pronunciation practice, unless you have a special reason for studying a specific accent. As a general rule, it's best to try to search for practice resources that use a standard form of the language you're studying. Number 3, copy what you hear. Do you remember how you learned to speak as a child? We rarely learned new words just listening to them, or reading after we learned how. When we were little kids, we imitated the sounds we heard by repeating the sounds out loud. While you're talking to a friend, watching videos, or listening to audio in your target language, you can do this to try and replicate the way they speak. Doing this will help you work on mastering the flow of the language, your accent, intonation, and pronunciation. Of course, you might also pick up some new vocabulary this way. Make sure to repeat new words often. It's a great way to make sure you remember them. Try doing this using a number of different mediums and sources. That way, you'll be exposed to the diversity that the language offers and master the fundamentals of pronunciation. For example, you can watch and imitate several different YouTube videos and audio CDs, but try a few different sources, like different creators or different audio types, to make sure you experience a wide range of communication in your target language. If you're using our language learning program, you can even get your own teacher with Premium Plus. Your teacher can answer questions, give assignments, and even listen to your recordings and give you advice on pronunciation. Completing these kinds of lessons with a native teacher can really boost your confidence in your speaking skills. Becoming able to speak like a native is a popular goal for many people learning a new language. It feels great to be able to communicate smoothly, especially when the people you're talking to expect basic level sentences or broken communication. Try using the tips we've shared in this video to work on improving your speaking skills. Of course, it'll take time and persistence, but the reward will be more natural communication. And for even more tips on speaking, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. Today, we'll learn conversational phrases about occupations. After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your job and ask what somebody does for a living. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your occupation PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
ご職業は何ですか？私は芸術家です。
Listen to it again, now with the English translation.
ご職業は何ですか？
What do you do?
私は芸術家です。
I'm an artist. First of all, you need to learn how to say, What do you do? That's.
ご職業は何ですか？
Listen to it again.
ご職業は何ですか？ご職業は何ですか？
This Japanese sentence literally translates into, Your job, what is? But it means, What do you do in English?
ご職業
Is a respectful way to say job in Japanese, and it is used when talking about someone else's job. Now, how do you answer this question? This is the pattern you'll need.
私は
Your occupation.
です。
This Japanese sentence literally translates into, I occupation am, but it means, I'm an occupation in English. For example, I'm an artist.
私は芸術家です。私は芸術家です。
Here are a few more professions you can use with the same pattern. Company employee,
会社員会社員
police officer,
警察官警察官
teacher,
教師教師
doctor,
医者医者
engineer,
エンジニアエンジニア
Now, listen to some examples.
ご職業は何ですか？私は教師です。ご職業は何ですか？私は医者です。ご職業は何ですか？私はエンジニアです。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, What do you do?
ご職業は何ですか？
Imagine you're a doctor. Do you remember how to say, doctor?
医者医者
Say, I'm a doctor.
私は医者です。
Now answer the question saying that you are a doctor.
ご職業は何ですか？私は医者です。
Now, imagine you're a teacher. Do you remember how to say teacher?
教師、教師、
Say, I'm a teacher.
私は教師です。
Now, answer the question saying that you are a teacher.
ご職業は何ですか？私は教師です。
Now, imagine you're an engineer. Do you remember how to say engineer?
エンジニア、エンジニア、
Say, I'm an engineer.
私はエンジニアです。
Now, answer the question saying that you are an engineer.
ご職業は何ですか？私はエンジニアです。
Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, how's your mother? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
お母さんはお元気ですか？元気です。
Once more with the English translation.
お母さんはお元気ですか？
How's your mother?
元気です。
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how's your mother? That's,
お母さんはお元気ですか？
listen to it again.
お母さんはお元気ですか？お母さんはお元気ですか？
This Japanese sentence means, as for your mother, fine is, but it translates as, how's your mother in English. Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is state of well-being.
です。
This Japanese sentence literally means state of well-being is. We omit the article she, but it translates as she is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
元気です。元気です。
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
とても元気。とても元気。
fine,
元気。元気。
so-so,
まあまあ。まあまあ。
not good,
元気じゃない。元気じゃない。
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
お母さんはお元気ですか？とても元気です。お母さんはお元気ですか？まあまあです。お母さんはお元気ですか？元気じゃないです。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how's your mother?
お母さんはお元気ですか？
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say, great?
とても元気。とても元気。
Say, she's great.
とても元気です。
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
お母さんはお元気ですか？とても元気です。
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
まあまあ。まあまあ。
Say, she's so-so.
まあまあです。
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
お母さんはお元気ですか？まあまあです。
Now imagine she's not good. Do you remember how to say not good?
元気じゃない。元気じゃない。
Say, she's not good.
元気じゃないです。
Now, answer the question saying she's not good.
お母さんはお元気ですか？元気じゃないです。
Most people who learn a foreign language learn it so that they can one day have real-life conversations with native speakers. When you start out learning and crack open your first textbook or listen to your first podcast, having a real conversation can feel like a fantasy. When everything about a language feels new, it can be overwhelming. But this couldn't be further from the truth. While it does take a significant amount of time and effort to become fluent, having a conversation might not be as far off as you think. In this video, we'll look at 3 ways you can boost your conversational skills and start talking to native speakers. Number 1, find native speakers and practice with them. It's unlikely you live near a big group of native speakers to practice with. If you happen to be in a major or international city, your chances may be better. Check and see if your city has a general language exchange. Chances are there could be a native speaker there who is also trying to learn another language. Practicing in person with a native speaker is probably the most interesting option for honing your speaking skills. But if you can't find anyone where you live, the next best option is to look online. Luckily for language learners, the past 10 years or so have seen an explosion in online language exchange sites. On these websites, you can search for someone who is a native speaker of your target language and is also learning your native language. The idea behind a language exchange is that you communicate with them via video or text chat, and half of the time, they help you practice your target language. And for the other half, you help them practice theirs. Practicing via an online language exchange is a highly effective way to practice your conversational skills. Number 2, work on pronunciation. Pronunciation is often an overlooked skill when it comes to learning a foreign language. Most people think of a good foreign accent as a luxury rather than a necessity. But what most people don't talk about is how having a good accent boosts your listening and comprehension skills. If you can hear a sound from a foreign language and know how to make it yourself, then you're more likely to understand native speakers when they talk at normal speed, and you're also more likely to remember any new words or phrases you come across. Having a good accent means that the language no longer sounds foreign. Instead, it sounds familiar, maybe even natural. So how do you go about perfecting your accent? The best way is to break down the language into its individual sounds. Make note of any sounds that are the same or similar to your native language and of those that are different. Of the sounds that are different, spend your time practicing the ones that you find the hardest to say correctly. After you're comfortable with the individual sounds, you can start linking together words and phrases. This is where accent practice starts to get really fun and interesting. Get your hands on some native speaker audio from a TV show, song, or podcast. Play the audio back and listen closely a few times. Take note of how words blend together in speech. Then, do your best to imitate what you hear, trying to match the speaker's emphasis and intonation. Our language learning program's playback feature is perfect for this. Record yourself and compare it to the original recording. Rinse and repeat until you're comfortable with the audio selection, and then move on to something more difficult. This is how you can break through the accent barrier and really start to make the language your own. Number 3, learn phrases, not just individual words. Learning grammar and individual words is great, but it's not the only approach you should take if you want to speak fluently. In addition to your regular grammar and vocabulary, try learning whole phrases, even if you aren't totally sure how they work grammatically. Learn phrases that are specific to your needs. It's a good idea to learn phrases that are grouped around a certain setting or subject, such as simple greetings or introductions, questions for getting to know someone, or traveling comfortably. You can even learn filler phrases, which you can use so that you have something to say when, well, you don't know what to say. Learning phrases like this will help you become conversational faster. You may not understand what you're saying literally, but as long as you know the general meaning behind the phrase and know when to use it, you'll be able to talk like a native. Eventually, your knowledge of grammar and vocabulary should catch up with the phrases you know. Learning a new language should feel like an adventure. There will be plateaus and periods in your learning where it feels like you're hitting a wall, but being able to speak with native speakers and have real conversations will help you combat language fatigue. After all, talking to someone face-to-face in a foreign language is one of the main reasons we start learning in the first place. And for even more ways to gain conversation skills, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's the matter? After watching this video, you'll be able to make complaints and ask someone else if they're having any issues. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making Complaints PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
大丈夫ですか？
オフィスは暑いです。
Once more with the English translation.
大丈夫ですか？
What's the matter?
オフィスは暑いです。
The office is hot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's the matter? That's,
大丈夫ですか？
listen to it again.
大丈夫ですか？大丈夫ですか？
This Japanese sentence literally means, all right, are you? But it translates as, what's the matter? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
オフィスは
adjective.
です。
This Japanese sentence literally translates as, the office, adjective, is. But it means, the office is adjective. For example, the office is hot.
オフィスは暑いです。オフィスは暑いです。
Here are a few more examples you can use with the same pattern to make complaints. Hot,
暑い。暑い。
cold,
寒い。寒い。
noisy,
うるさい。うるさい。
dirty,
汚い。汚い。
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
大丈夫ですか？オフィスは寒いです。大丈夫ですか？オフィスはうるさいです。 大丈夫ですか？オフィスは汚いです。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "What's the matter?"
大丈夫ですか？
Imagine the office is cold. Do you remember how to say, "cold"?
寒い、寒い。
Say, "The office is cold."
オフィスは寒いです。
Now answer the question saying the office is cold.
大丈夫ですか？オフィスは寒いです。
Now imagine the office is noisy. Do you remember how to say noisy?
うるさい、うるさい。
Say, "The office is noisy."
オフィスはうるさいです。
Now, answer the question saying the office is noisy.
大丈夫ですか？オフィスはうるさいです。
Now imagine the office is dirty. Do you remember how to say dirty?
汚い、汚い。
Say, "The office is dirty."
オフィスは汚いです。
Now answer the question saying the office is dirty.
大丈夫ですか？オフィスは汚いです。
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to ask and answer the question, how do you say this? After watching this video, you'll be able to ask someone how a word is pronounced. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your How to Say Something PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
これは何と言いますか？
駐車場と言います。
Once more with the English translation.
これは何と言いますか？
How do you say this?
駐車場と言います。
It's parking lot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, "How do you say this?" That's,
これは何と言いますか？
listen to it again.
これは何と言いますか？これは何と言いますか？
This Japanese sentence means something like, "As for this, what do you say?" But it translates as, "How do you say this?" Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is word.
と言います。
This Japanese sentence translates as word, it's called, but it means it's word. For example, it's parking lot.
駐車場と言います。駐車場と言います。
Here are a few useful words you can use with the same pattern. Parking lot,
駐車場、駐車場。
giraffe,
キリン、キリン。
travel,
旅行、 旅行、
invasion,
侵略、侵略、
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
これは何と言いますか？
キリンと言います。
これは何と言いますか？
旅行と言います。
これは何と言いますか？
侵略と言います。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "How do you say this?"
これは何と言いますか？
Imagine it's the word giraffe. Do you remember how to say giraffe?
キリン、キリン、
Say, "It's giraffe."
キリンと言います。
Now answer the question saying, "It's giraffe."
これは何と言いますか？
キリンと言います。
Now imagine the word is travel. Do you remember how to say travel?
旅行、旅行、
Say, "It's travel."
旅行と言います。
Now answer the question saying it's travel.
これは何と言いますか？
旅行と言います。
Now imagine the word is invasion. Do you remember how to say invasion?
侵略、侵略、
Say, "It's invasion."
侵略と言います。
Now answer the question saying it's invasion.
これは何と言いますか？
侵略と言います。
Want to speak real Japanese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at JapanesePod101.com.
You've studied for a while and are ready to talk to people and practice what you've learned. But where do you start? Starting a conversation in a new language can seem a bit intimidating. How do you just jump into it? In this video, we'll look at 5 ways to start conversations. Number 1, introduce yourself in your target language. This is usually one of the first things you learn when you start studying a new language. And sometimes, starting a conversation, or continuing one, is as simple as introducing yourself. Number 2, talking about the weather. This is a universal talking point. People talk about the weather all over the world. And just saying, "It's really nice today," is enough to start a conversation. A great way to practice your weather conversation skills is to check out our Can-Do lesson pathway. This series of lessons teaches you how to talk about the weather in your target language. Number 3, give compliments. Compliments are a great way to start a conversation. You can compliment something about your conversation partner's city, country, or something specific to them personally. "Hey, your bag is super cute," or "That ice cream looks delicious." These kinds of compliments can lead to further conversation about what you complimented. In this case, it could be fashion or a local restaurant. This is a great way to make quick connections with people. Number 4, ask for help. For example, you can ask for directions, ask about prices, or request recommendations for restaurants or shopping spots, and let the conversation go from there. People are usually happy to lend a helping hand to tourists who are visiting their city. Number 5, learn phrases for transactions. This can include getting a room at a hotel or telling a taxi driver where to go. When you're traveling overseas, you'll need to talk to other people in your target language. And while this might be a bit scary at first, you'll find that the people you meet are just happy that you're trying to communicate with them. So get started talking in your target language now. For even more tips on how to start conversations, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's your favorite number? After watching this video, you'll be able to say many numbers and ask someone their favorite number. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Talking About Numbers PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
好きな数字は何ですか ?7 です。
Once more with the English translation.
好きな数字は何ですか
What's your favorite number?
7 です。
It's 7. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's your favorite number? That's,
好きな数字は何ですか
listen to it again.
好きな数字は何ですか好きな数字は何ですか
This Japanese sentence literally means, as for your favorite number, what is? But it translates as, what's your favorite number? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is number.
です。
This Japanese sentence literally translates as, number is, but it means, it's number. For example, it's 7.
7です。7です。
Here are a few more numbers you can use with the same pattern. 7,
7。7。
7 7
2,
2。2。
4,
4。4。
4 4
9,
9。9。
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
好きな数字は何ですか ?2 です。好きな数字は何ですか ?4 です。好きな数字は何ですか ?9 です。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what's your favorite number?
好きな数字は何ですか
Imagine it's 2. Do you remember how to say 2?
2。2。
Say, it's 2.
2です。
Now answer the question saying, it's 2.
好きな数字は何ですか ?2 です。
Now imagine it's 4. Do you remember how to say four?
4、4、
Say it's four.
4です。
Now, answer the question by saying it's four.
好きな数字は何ですか？ 4です。
Now, imagine it's nine. Do you remember how to say nine?
9、9、
Say it's nine.
9です。
Now, answer the question saying it's nine.
好きな数字は何ですか？ 9です。
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what kind of movies do you like? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about movies and ask other people about their favorite kinds of movies. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Talking About Movies and TV PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
どんな映画が好きですか？
ホラーが好きです。
Once more with the English translation.
どんな映画が好きですか？
What kind of movies do you like?
ホラーが好きです。
I like horror movies. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what kind of movies do you like? That's,
どんな映画が好きですか？
listen to it again.
どんな映画が好きですか？どんな映画が好きですか？
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is type of movie.
が好きです。
This Japanese sentence translates as type of movie I like, but it means I like type of movie. For example, I like horror movies.
ホラーが好きです。ホラーが好きです。
Here are a few more kinds of movies you can use with the same pattern to talk about movies. Horror,
ホラー、ホラー、
comedy,
コメディ、コメディ、
fantasy,
ファンタジー、ファンタジー、
romantic comedy.
ラブコメディ、ラブコメディ、
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
どんな映画が好きですか？
コメディが好きです。
どんな映画が好きですか？
ファンタジーが好きです。
どんな映画が好きですか？
ラブコメディが好きです。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what kind of movies do you like?
どんな映画が好きですか？
Imagine you like comedies. Do you remember how to say comedy?
コメディ、コメディ、
Say, I like comedies.
コメディが好きです。
Now answer the question saying that you like comedies.
どんな映画が好きですか？
コメディが好きです。
Now imagine that you like fantasy movies. Do you remember how to say fantasy?
ファンタジー、ファンタジー、
Say, I like fantasy movies.
ファンタジーが好きです。
Now, answer the question saying you like fantasy movies.
どんな映画が好きですか？
ファンタジーが好きです。
Now, imagine that you like romantic comedy movies. Do you remember how to say romantic comedy?
ラブコメディ、ラブコメディ、
Say, I like romantic comedy movies.
ラブコメディが好きです。
Now answer the question saying you like romantic comedy movies.
どんな映画が好きですか？
ラブコメディが好きです。
Want to speak your target language with confidence and impress native speakers? When learning to speak a new language, you have lots of things to think about, including grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Because you're thinking of all of these things and trying to speak, it can be difficult to communicate with confidence, especially in the beginning. This is why it's helpful to make confidence-building exercises part of your language learning process. In this video, you'll learn 7 ways to boost your confidence. 1. Read out loud. This might seem pretty basic, but it's a great way to practice speaking. Reading aloud lets you practice speaking without having to think about grammar or things to talk about. Reading out loud lets you focus on your pronunciation and the rhythm of the language. It can help you learn to speak more smoothly and quickly, without even thinking about it. If you're using our lessons, read the dialogue out loud as you listen. You can read along with the dialogue tool, the lesson notes, or the transcript. 2. Read like a child. This might sound strange, but think about children learning to read. They go slow and sound everything out. Maybe it takes 2 or 3 tries before they read a new word smoothly, and a few more tries before they can read it at a natural pace. This example applies to language learning too. If you find a complex sentence in something you're reading, read it slowly at first, then speed up. With practice, you'll be able to say it easily. It might feel a bit silly to speak very slowly, but this kind of practice can help you identify tough sounds you might miss or say incorrectly when reading quickly. 3. Use the dialogue breakdown tool. If you're using our site, this is a great tool to take advantage of. It breaks down lesson conversations into individual lines. You can listen to the audio for each line, learn what each line means, and can reread and review as much as you want. 4. Use the voice recorder to record and compare yourself with native speakers. Just click on the microphone icon next to each line in the dialogue section. You can use this tool to perfect your pronunciation if you like, but this is also something you can use to work on speaking with confidence at native level speed. You'll find this tool in the dialogue section of all of our lessons. 5. Repeat and review old lesson conversations. Reviewing what you've studied in the past is the best way to make sure you maintain what you've learned. Go back to older lessons, download the lesson dialogue tracks, and re-listen to the conversations again and again. Or you can reread the dialogue lines from previous lessons until you've mastered them all. 6. Shadow conversations. Repeat what you hear out loud. This tactic is important, but it can be tricky when you're doing a brand new lesson. If you're reviewing dialogues from lessons you've done though, it's super easy to do. Just listen to the dialogue and repeat what you hear. Shadowing means mimicking the speaker as soon as they speak, following their intonation and rhythms as closely as possible. 7. Send recordings to your Premium Plus teacher. If you want to speak with confidence, there's no better confidence boost than feedback from a native speaker, and you get just that with a Premium Plus teacher. You can record yourself reciting a lesson dialogue or any dialogue of your own, and your teacher will give you specific tips on how to improve. From the tips your teacher gives you, choose at least one and practice, practice, practice. Being able to react quickly and with confidence in a conversation is typically not something you can do on your first try, but if you continue practicing, you'll gradually find yourself speaking with ease. And for even more ways to build your speaking confidence, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what are you doing during the holiday? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your holiday plans. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your National Holidays PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？
ビーチに行くつもりです。
Once more with the English translation.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？
What are you doing for Golden Week?
ビーチに行くつもりです。
I'm planning to go to the beach. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what are you doing for Golden Week? That's
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？
Golden Week is a series of public holidays that take place one after another in the spring. Many people use this time to travel. Listen to it again.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？
This Japanese sentence literally translates as Golden Week during what do you do? But it means, what are you doing for Golden Week? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is plan.
つもりです。
This Japanese sentence translates as plan, intention is. But it means, I'm planning to plan. For example, I'm planning to go to the beach.
ビーチに行くつもりです。ビーチに行くつもりです。
Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to talk about your plans. Go to the beach.
ビーチに行く。ビーチに行く。
Travel.
旅行する。旅行する。
Stay home.
家にいる。家にいる。
Go to see a movie.
映画を見に行く。映画を見に行く。
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat, or speak along with the native speakers.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？旅行するつもりです。ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？家にいるつもりです。ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？ 映画を見に行くつもりです。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "What are you doing for Golden Week?"
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？
Imagine you're planning to travel. Do you remember how to say travel?
旅行する。旅行する。
Say, "I'm planning to travel."
旅行するつもりです。
Now, answer the question saying you're planning to travel.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？旅行するつもりです。
Now, imagine you're planning to stay home. Do you remember how to say stay home?
家にいる。家にいる。
Say, "I'm planning to stay home."
家にいるつもりです。
Now, answer the question saying you're planning to stay home.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？家にいるつもりです。
Now imagine you're planning to go see a movie. Do you remember how to say go to see a movie?
映画を見に行く。映画を見に行く。
Say, "I'm planning to go to see a movie."
映画を見に行くつもりです。
Now answer the question saying you're planning to go to see a movie.
ゴールデンウィークに何をしますか？映画を見に行くつもりです。
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to use when talking on the phone. After watching this video, you'll be able to ask for someone on the phone and to put someone on hold. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making a Phone Call PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
もしもし、担当者と話したいのですが。
はい。少々お待ちください。
Once more with the English translation.
もしもし、担当者と話したいのですが。
Hello, I'd like to speak with the person in charge.
はい。少々お待ちください。
Okay, just a moment. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say hello on the phone. That's
もしもし。もしもし。
Then you need to learn how to say, "I'd like to speak with person." The pattern is person.
と話したいのですが。
This Japanese sentence literally translates as person with speak I'd like to, but it means I'd like to speak with person. For example, hello, I'd like to speak with the person in charge.
もしもし。担当者と話したいのですが。もしもし、担当者と話したいのですが。
Now, how do you answer this question?
はい。少々お待ちください。
Okay, just a moment. Listen to it again.
はい。少々お待ちください。はい。少々お待ちください。
This Japanese sentence literally translates as, yes, a little wait please, but it means, okay, just a moment. Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to talk on the phone. The person in charge.
担当者担当者
A sales representative.
営業担当者営業担当者
The manager.
マネージャーマネージャー
Customer service.
顧客サービス顧客サービス
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
営業担当者と話したいのですが
はい。少々お待ちください。
マネージャーと話したいのですが
はい。少々お待ちください。
顧客サービスと話したいのですが
はい。少々お待ちください。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, I'd like to speak with person? Person.
と話したいのですが
And how do you answer it?
はい。少々お待ちください。
Imagine you want to talk to a sales representative. Do you remember how to say, a sales representative?
営業担当者営業担当者
Say, I'd like to speak with a sales representative.
営業担当者と話したいのですが
Now say you want to talk to a sales representative and answer it.
営業担当者と話したいのですが
はい。少々お待ちください。
Now, imagine you want to talk to the manager. Do you remember how to say, the manager?
マネージャーマネージャー
Say, I'd like to speak with the manager.
マネージャーと話したいのですが
Now say you want to talk to the manager and answer it.
マネージャーと話したいのですが
はい。少々お待ちください。
Now imagine you want to talk to customer service. Do you remember how to say, customer service?
顧客サービス顧客サービス
Say, I'd like to speak with customer service.
顧客サービスと話したいのですが
Now say you want to talk to customer service and answer it.
顧客サービスと話したいのですが
はい。少々お待ちください。
Want to speak and understand more of your target language? If so, of course, you'll need to know more words and phrases than you do now. In this video, we'll cover 5 ways to master new words and phrases fast. Number 1, use our free vocabulary list. This is a free library of vocabulary and phrase lessons for all kinds of situations. You can learn words and phrases for current events, holidays like Halloween and Thanksgiving, and useful topics like the top 10 ways to say hello, conversational phrases, and more. You'll learn phrases that you won't find in textbooks. If you want to learn extra fast, use the slideshow tool. Just tap or click on View Slideshow, then sit back and review the words and phrases. Find the vocabulary lists in the vocabulary drop-down menu on the site. These vocabulary lists are free for all users. Number 2, take the audio and video lessons. One of the best ways to learn new words is by hearing and using them in conversations. This is because it gives you the opportunity to understand how the words are actually used. In every lesson dialogue, you'll likely come across some words you don't know. But don't worry, because our teachers translate everything. When you hear the conversation again at the end of the lesson, you'll be familiar with the words you didn't know at first. Number 3, learn with our 2,000 most common words list. A quick question. How many words do you think you need for conversational fluency? 3,000? 5,000? It's actually not as many as you think. Language experts say you need about 1,500 words to reach conversational fluency. With our 2,000 most common words list, you'll get access to key vocabulary words you need to boost your conversation skills. The words are broken down into simple categories, such as adjectives, nouns, verbs, food, drinks, numbers, months, and so on. So you can go category by category and focus on what you're most interested in first. With this tip, we're not talking about paper flashcards. We're talking about the smart flashcards that you can find in our premium study tools. This is an automatic system individualized for each member based on their study needs. First, you'll use the cards to check your knowledge. Then, according to your answers, the cards will be sorted according to which words you need more practice with. Words that you struggle with will be shown to you more and more. You'll see words that you know well less often. This system helps you study more efficiently. It displays the words you need to work on and knows when you should refresh your knowledge. This helps make sure you don't forget vocabulary. In every study session, these cards will help you refresh your memory on the words you learned last time and introduce new words. Number 5, use the words. After you learn a new word, using it right away is crucial to remembering it. So, when you're done with a lesson or a vocab list, here's something you can do. Leave a comment. Make up a sample sentence and post it in the comment section. Write it down in a notebook, or shadow the word with a lessons dialogue. Our language learning program is full of tools that can help you speak more. Just pick one and get started. If you want to unlock all of these study tools, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the Dialogue Study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the two recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!
How are your Japanese listening skills? First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end.
会社で女の人が新製品のパンフレットについて外注先の男の人と話しています。外注先の会社はいつまでにパンフレットの第1案を提出しますか？新製品を10月15日に発売することになりまして、御社にぜひパンフレットの作成を依頼したいと考えております。
ありがとうございます。喜んでお引き受けいたします。それで、どのようなスケジュールで進めればよろしいですか？
印刷にかかる日数を考えますと、少なくとも9月末までには印刷に回したいと思います。ですので、まずは第1案を8月中旬までにいただくというのはどうでしょうか。
そうですね。弊社としては、第1案として3つほど案をお持ちしたいと考えております。その中から、御社のコンセプトに合うものを選んでいただき、それをもとに最終案として固めていくのが良いと思います。ですので、第1案提出までのお時間をあと2週間ほどいただけると大変助かります。
わかりました。そうしましょう。3つの案から絞り込んで最終案を固めるまで1ヶ月でなんとかなるでしょう。じゃあ、そういうことでよろしくお願いします。
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
外注先の会社はいつまでにパンフレットの第1案を提出しますか？会社で女の人が新製品のパンフレットについて外注先の男の人と話しています。外注先の会社はいつまでにパンフレットの第1案を提出しますか？新製品を10月15日に発売することになりまして、御社にぜひパンフレットの作成を依頼したいと考えております。
ありがとうございます。 喜んでお引き受けいたします。それで、どのようなスケジュールで進めればよろしいですか？
印刷にかかる日数を考えますと、少なくとも9月末までには印刷に回したいと思います。ですので、まずは第1案を8月中旬までにいただくというのはどうでしょうか。
そうですね。弊社としては、第一案として3つほど案をお持ちしたいと考えております。その中から、御社のコンセプトに合うものを選んでいただき、それをもとに最終案として固めていくのが良いと思います。ですので、第一案提出までのお時間をあと2週間ほどいただけると大変助かります。
わかりました。そうしましょう。3つの案から絞り込んで、最終案を固めるまで1ヶ月でなんとかなるでしょう。じゃあ、そういうことでよろしくお願いします。
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
会社で男の人と女の人が明日のプレゼンテーションの準備について話しています。女の人はこの後何の準備を確認しますか？
これでプレゼンの資料は OK だね。明日の会議は9時からだから、今日のうちに会議室の準備を確認しておくようにね。頼んだよ。
はい、もう先ほど会議室をチェックしてきました。
そう、それならよかった。プロジェクタの動作確認もしてくれたんだよね。
あ、それは明日の朝パソコンを持って行ってやろうと思っていました。
ダメだよ。明日の朝、問題があっても対応できないじゃないか。ちゃんとやっておいてくれよ。一番大切な点だよ。
はい、わかりました。
それから、配布資料のコピーは OK だね。
はい、田中さんが今コピーしています。
他に何かあったかな？ホワイトボードも確認したね。
はい、
あ、それから、書けないマーカーが置いてあることがよくあるんだよ。それ確認してくれた？
まだです。確認しておきます。
それもよろしく頼んだよ。
女の人はこの後何の準備を確認しますか？会社で男の人と女の人が明日のプレゼンテーションの準備について話しています。女の人はこの後何の準備を確認しますか？
これで、プレゼンの資料は OK だね。明日の会議は9時からだから、今日のうちに会議室の準備を確認しておくようにね。頼んだよ。
はい、もう先ほど会議室をチェックしてきました。
そう、それならよかった。プロジェクタの動作確認もしてくれたんだよね。
あ、それは明日の朝パソコンを持って行ってやろうと思っていました。
ダメだよ。明日の朝、問題があっても対応できないじゃないか。ちゃんとやっておいてくれよ。一番大切な点だよ。
はい、わかりました。
それから、配布資料のコピーは OK だね。
はい、田中さんが今コピーしています。
他に何かあったかな？ホワイトボードも確認したね。
はい、
あ、それから、書けないマーカーが置いてあることがよくあるんだよ。それ確認してくれた？
まだです。確認しておきます。
それもよろしく頼んだよ。
男の人と女の人がミーティングルームのレイアウトについて話し合っています。男の人と女の人はどのようにテーブルを並べますか？
明日のミーティング用にテーブルの位置を変えておこ
はい。参加者全員が向き合うように真ん中にテーブルを集めてそれを囲むように座ってもらえますか？
う。いや、今回はまずグループセッションでアイデアを出してもらうから、テーブルを4箇所に分けておこう。一つのグループに4人座れるようにね。
わかりました。あ、じゃあ各テーブルにメモ用紙とペンも用意しておきます。
ありがとう。それと、グループワークの前にプロジェクターを使って説明をするから、プロジェクターも用意しておこ
はい。それとホワイトボードも使いますよね。ホワイトボードはスクリーンの横でいいですか？
う。そうだな。 ホワイトボードはスクリーンの反対側にしようか。部屋の後ろに置いておこう。
わかりました。
それと、ミーティングが終わったら全部元の位置に戻しておくのを忘れないようにね。テーブルは2つずつくっつけて4列に並べておいて。
男の人と女の人はどのようにテーブルを並べますか？男の人と女の人がミーティングルームのレイアウトについて話し合っています。男の人と女の人はどのようにテーブルを並べますか？
明日のミーティング用にテーブルの位置を変えておこう。
はい。参加者全員が向き合うように真ん中にテーブルを集めて、それを囲むように座ってもらえますか？
いや、今回はまずグループセッションでアイデアを出してもらうから、テーブルを4箇所に分けておこう。一つのグループに4人座れるようにね。
わかりました。あ、じゃあ各テーブルにメモ用紙とペンも用意しておきます。
ありがとう。それと、グループワークの前にプロジェクターを使って説明をするから、プロジェクターも用意しておこ
はい。それとホワイトボードも使いますよね。ホワイトボードはスクリーンの横でいいですか？
う。そうだな。ホワイトボードはスクリーンの反対側にしようか。部屋の後ろに置いておこう。
わかりました。
それと、ミーティングが終わったら全部元の位置に戻しておくのを忘れないようにね。テーブルは2つずつくっつけて4列に並べておいて。
会社で男の人と女の人がオフィスで使う文具について話しています。男の人は何をいくつ注文しますか？月に1回は文具の在庫をチェックして足りなそうなものは注文してね。このチェックリストを使って今回は一緒にチェックしましょう。
はい。じゃあまずプリンターから。A4 用紙は残り1箱です。
A4 用紙は毎日使うから残り1箱になったら必ず2箱注文してね。
わかりました。あと、カラーのインクが切れていますが、どうしますか？
あ、それはいいの。うちのオフィスは白黒でしか印刷しないから。
そうなんですか。あと、ホワイトボードのマーカーは、みんな薄いですね。
それも注文しましょう。5本まとめて買うと安くなるから5本買いましょうか。
そうですね。あ、そういえば、一緒に私のマウスも頼んでいいですか？最近マウスの反応が悪いんです。
それね、多分電池が切れそうなだけよ。電池を交換すれば大丈夫。じゃあ、電池の在庫を見て足りなければそれも注文しましょう。
はい。3本ありますけど。
じゃあ、2本あなたが使うと残り1本になるので、6本セットのものを買いましょう。男の人は何をいくつ注文しますか？会社で男の人と女の人がオフィスで使う文具について話しています。男の人は何をいくつ注文しますか？月に1回は文具の在庫をチェックして足りなそうなものは注文してね。このチェックリストを使って今回は一緒にチェックしましょう。
はい。じゃあまずプリンターから。A4 用紙は残り1箱です。
A4 用紙は毎日使うから残り1箱になったら必ず2箱注文してね。
わかりました。あと、カラーのインクが切れていますが、どうしますか？
あ、それはいいの。うちのオフィスは白黒でしか印刷しないから。
そうなんですか。あと、ホワイトボードのマーカーは、みんな薄いですね。
それも注文しましょう。5本まとめて買うと安くなるから5本買いましょうか。
そうですね。あ、そういえば、一緒に私のマウスも頼んでいいですか？最近マウスの反応が悪いんです。
それね、多分電池が切れそうなだけよ。電池を交換すれば大丈夫。じゃあ、電池の在庫を見て足りなければそれも注文しましょう。
はい。3本ありますけど。
じゃあ、2本あなたが使うと残り1本になるので、6本セットのものを買いましょう。
Welcome to Introduction to Japanese. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Risa.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Japanese grammar. Word order refers to the order in which words are structured to form a sentence in a given language. Consider the English sentence, I ate an apple. But first, let's remove the article an here for simplicity, so we're just left with I ate apple. The basic word order for English is subject, verb, object, or SVO for short. If we break down the English sentence, I ate apple, we can see that the subject I is presented first, followed by the verb ate, and then finally the object apple is positioned last. This is the basic word order for sentences in English.
Now, let's compare the same sentence, I ate an apple, in Japanese. 私がリンゴを食べました。Like before, let's remove the particles to keep it simple. So we're just left with the words. If we break down the Japanese sentence, we get the subject, 私, meaning I. Then comes the object, リンゴ, meaning apple. And finally, we have the verb, 食べました, meaning ate. The word order for Japanese then is subject, object, verb, or SOV for short.
In both languages, the subject is presented first. In English, though, it's followed by the verb and then the object, compared to the object being first and the verb last in Japanese. The same sentence in Japanese is essentially I apple ate, subject first, then object, and verb last, SOV. This is the basic word order for sentences in Japanese.
Okay, let's move on to the next section.
English is what is called a subject-prominent language. This simply means that the subject is slightly more important than other components in the sentence. It's the key piece of information other components in the sentence relate to. Who is doing the action is slightly more important than what is being done or which object it's being done to in English. If we had to slowly remove pieces of information from a sentence while trying to keep its essence intact, logically we would do so in order of least important to most important. If we were to omit the subject, we would get ate an apple, which sounds strange. On the other hand, if we were to omit the object instead, the sentence would become I ate. Even though in each instance we omitted a piece of information, the reason I ate sounds less strange is because we've yet to break any grammatical rules, and so there's still potential for the sentence fragment to become a complete sentence and to become grammatically correct. Since the latter is logical, this indicates that the subject is more important than the object in English. The same would have been true if we had omitted the verb. Since the subject is the integral component in the sentence, this makes English a subject-prominent language.
Japanese, on the other hand, is a topic-prominent language. Unlike English, the focus of each Japanese sentence is the topic, not the subject. Essentially, the ate an apple portion, リンゴを食べました, is the main focus of the sentence, where I is deemed less important and can be omitted.
In fact, if it's obvious what the subject is, or if it's already been established, it's quite normal to omit the subject from the conversation altogether in Japanese. Let's look at this aspect in a bit more detail. More often than not, if you wanted to say, I ate an apple in Japanese, you would not say,
私がリンゴを食べました.
Instead, you would more likely say, apple ate in Japanese.
リンゴを食べました.
Since Japanese is a topic-prominent language, the information to be shared is the act of eating the apple. Less important is the subject, which is omitted altogether. Most Japanese sentences are constructed and spoken like this in real life. In most situations, such as a one-on-one conversation, it's clear that the person who's speaking is the subject. In cases where it's obvious who or what the subject is, it's almost guaranteed that the subject will be omitted. And so, you're left with
リンゴを食べました.
On the other hand, when it's unclear who or what the subject is, or if you wanted to place emphasis on the subject, like if you wanted to declare from a group of people that it was you who ate the apple, then you would include the subject.
私がリンゴを食べました.
But more often than not, most sentences spoken in daily Japanese conversation can be spoken without including the subject at all, particularly if that subject is you.
箱を開けました. 電車で帰りました.
Knowing this, we can easily express any simple action in Japanese using just the object and the verb. Try to create the sentence, I ate a hot dog, from these sets of words.
食べました. ホットドッグを
Okay, got it? The object goes first, so let's put hot dog here. And the verb goes last, so let's put ate at the end. Finally, we connect them using the appropriate particle. And that's it.
ホットドッグを食べました。
Which means, I ate a hot dog in Japanese.
ホットドッグを食べました。
You can create any basic sentence like this in Japanese if you simply know the word for the object and the verb in Japanese. Well done! Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Japanese sentences are formed using a subject-object-verb, or SOV, word order. The most important aspect of Japanese sentences is not the subject of the sentence, but the topic. Most sentences spoken in Japanese will not actually contain a subject, especially if that subject is obvious, like when it's yourself, the speaker. And lastly, you can create basic sentences in Japanese by putting the object first and the verb last. We've covered only the very basics of Japanese grammar. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Learn Basic Japanese video series. In that course, we teach you useful phrases while covering the fundamentals of Japanese grammar. Bye!
Bye!
Hi everyone, Hiroko here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Japanese questions. The question for this lesson is, should I use o or go as an honorific prefix? You have probably seen words like okane, gojusho, and learned that o and go are both honorific prefixes to indicate a high politeness level. However, you may be not sure about when you should use o and when you should use go. So what's going on here? Firstly, I have to explain wago and kango. Wago refers to original Japanese words, and kango are Japanese words of Chinese origin. Do you remember the kun and on readings from the previous lesson? Basically, original Japanese words or wago are read in kun reading, and Chinese origin words or kango are read in on reading. Now let's get back to today's topic, o and go. Basically, o is used in wago or original Japanese words. For example, ouchi meaning house, omizu meaning water, okane meaning money. Also, it's common to use o to refer to your family members. Otou-san, okaa-san, onee-san, onii-san, and so on. On the other hand, go is used with kango or Chinese origin words. They are usually compounds made up of two kanji. For example, gokazoku, which means family, goryōshin, parents, and gokyōdai, siblings. However, there are some exceptions such as ojikan, odenwa, and oryori. They are kango, but they take o. I recommend you only worry about the exceptions after you get used to the basic rule. Here's one more example. Let's think about namae and shimei. They both mean name. Is namae kango or wago? Na and mae are both kun readings, so namae is wago, even though it's compound of two kanji. So o must be chosen. How about shimei? Shi and mei are on readings, aren't they? Therefore, shimei is kango or Chinese origin word, and it takes go before it. I hope this makes sense to you. Do you have any more questions? Leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them. Matane!
Hi everyone, this is Risa. Today we're gonna do 15 questions you should know. Let's go! あなたの誕生日はいつですか? When is your birthday? あなたの誕生日はいつですか? 私の誕生日は3月の7日です。My birthday is March 7th. 今日は私の友達の誕生日だ。おめでとう！おめでとう！ Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! はい、next! おいくつですか? How old are you? おいくつですか? 結構日本では会ってすぐに年齢聞かれたりすることがあると思うんですけど、もし日本に来てすぐ聞かれてもびっくりしないでね。お元気ですか? How are you? 友達同士だったらお元気ですかよりも元気って言います。元気元気お名前は What's your name? お名前は私の名前はリサです。おがつくことでちょっと丁寧な意味になります。例えば、返事っていう言葉もお返事っておがつくとちょっと丁寧になります。 お名前は何ですか？私の名前はリサと言います。名前はリサです。polite way, casual way です。これは何ですか？ What's this? これは何ですか？あれは何ですか？聞きたいものが遠いところにあるときに、これじゃなくてあれって言います。あれ。で、そのものが近くにあるときに、これは何ですか？とか、そういう使い分けですね。あれ、これ。あれ、これ。あれ、これ、あれ、これ。ご出身はどちらですか？ Where are you from? ご出身はどちらですか？私は日本出身です。彼女はアメリカ出身です。彼はフランス出身です。I'm from Japan. She's from America. He's from France. ご出身はどちらですか？トイレはどこですか？ Where is the bathroom? お店に行った時に私もだいたい使うのがトイレじゃなくてお手洗いって言います。お手洗いのがちょっと丁寧で綺麗な言葉なので、みんなだいたいお手洗いって聞いたり、トイレって聞いてもいいんですけど、お手洗いのがちょっと丁寧でいいかと思います。お手洗いはどこですか？どこで働いていますか？ Where do you work? もしこれ聞かれたときは、どこで働いてるか場所を聞かれてるのと、あと何をしてるか、両方含んでる意味なので、どちらでも答えていいと思います。例えば、どこで働いてますか？花屋さんで働いてます。とかですね。どこで日本語を習いましたか？ Where did you learn Japanese? どこで日本語を習いましたか？ Where did you learn Japanese? 両親から日本語を教わりました。I learned Japanese from my parents. どこに住んでいますか？ Where do you live? どこに住みたいですか？ Where do you want to live? ハワイに住んでみたいです。私は地中海のどっかの島に住みたいです。どのくらい日本語を習っていますか？ How long have you been studying Japanese? どのくらい日本語を習っていますか？ How long have you been studying Japanese? 日本語難しいですよね、きっと。でもなんか人によっては本当に結構短く言葉を覚えれる人がいるので、そういう才能欲しいですね。なんて言いましたか？ What did you say? なんて言いましたか？ What did you say? なんかいろんな言い方あるんですけど、例えば喋ってる時に聞くんだったら、何？とか、え？とか、もう一回言って。いろいろ言い方はあります。はい。日本に来たことがありますか？ Have you been to Japan? 日本に来たことがありますか？はい、私は日本に来たことがあります。Yes, I've been to Japan. いいえ、一度も行ったことがないです。No, I never been to. But I want to. 行きたいです。日本の料理は好きですか？ Do you like Japanese food? 日本の料理で好きな料理は何ですか？寿司、お好み焼き、たこ焼き。なんだっけ？何があるっけ？どちらでしょう？私は日本の料理好きです。健康で美味しいですよ。電話番号は何番ですか？ What's your phone number? 電話番号は何番ですか？ What is your phone number? 電話番号は090バババブラブラブラブラブラなんとかなんとかです。That's it for today. Today we did 15 questions that you should know でした。じゃんじゃん。Thank you for watching and subscribe. カットカットカット。うわっ！びっくりした。みんなこんにちは。Welcome to Japanese Top Words. Today's theme is must know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. 賛成できます。I agree. 賛成できます。I agree. 賛成できます。I agree. 賛成できません。I don't agree. 賛成できません。I don't agree. No! No, 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 no. Say no, no. You're not the one for me. いいね。Sounds good. いいね。Sounds good. 間違いありません。No doubt about it. 間違いありません。No doubt about it. 彼が好きだったのはリンゴかな、それとも桃？どっちだったかな。彼の好きなのは桃ですよ。間違いありません。その通りです。Exactly. その通りです。Exactly. 今言おうと思っていました。I was just going to say that. 今言おうと思ってました。I was just going to say that. それは違います。You're wrong. それは違います。You're wrong. You're wrong. きっと日本以外の国は怖いとこばっかりなんじゃないですか。それは違います。You're wrong. 多分ね。Maybe. 多分ね。Maybe. どう思いますか？ What do you think? どう思いますか？ What do you think? もちろんです。Of course. もちろんです。Of course. Of course. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Today's theme was must know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. And if you want to learn more, please go to JapanesePod101.com and keep learning Japanese. Thank you. Bye bye. きっと日本以外の国は怖いところばっかり。Say no, no, you're not the one for me. Hi みんな、元気？ Today's theme is Top 10 Language Learning Strategies. Let's learn. もっとよく理解できるように日本語を聞きながら読む。Listen and read along to understand Japanese better. もっとよく理解できるように日本語を聞きながら読む。Listen and read along to understand Japanese better. Let's learn Japanese. こんにちは。私の名前はリサです。私はお腹が空きました。声を録音して日本語母語話者の発音と比べる。Record your voice and compare your pronunciation with native Japanese speakers. 声を録音して日本語母語話者の発音と比べる。Record your voice and compare your pronunciation with native Japanese speakers. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. 今日はいい天気ですね。OK。ダイアログをダウンロードして日本語の会話を聞く。Download dialogue tracks and listen to the Japanese conversations. ダイアログをダウンロードして日本語の会話を聞く。Download dialogue tracks and listen to the Japanese conversations. Lesson 1, Section 3. Dialogue. 日本語で買い物をしよう。すいません。これはいくらですか？これは3つで300円ですよ。ありがとうございます。買います。毎度ありがとうございます。ティーン。耳にしたフレーズを何度も何度も声に出して練習をする。Repeat the phrase that you hear out loud again and again. 耳にしたフレーズを何度も何度も声に出して練習する。Repeat the phrases that you hear out loud again and again. On the bus. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Me sitting behind him. That's what I'm saying. 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 Like this. 完璧にマスターするために前に勉強したレッスンを復習する。Review all the lessons to master them completely. 完璧にマスターするために前に勉強したレッスンを復習する。Review all the lessons to master them completely. 人を褒めるときに使う言葉。これもあった。これもあったな。もう一回勉強しよう。今日も可愛いですね。LINE by LINE オーディオを使って会話のセリフを一つ一つ復習してリスニングを磨く。Improve your listening skills by reviewing each line of the conversation with the LINE by LINE audio tool. LINE by LINE オーディオを使って会話のセリフを一つ一つ復習してリスニングを磨く。Improve your listening skills by reviewing each line of the conversation with the LINE by LINE audio tool. 今日は公園に行きました。お花がとてもきれいに咲いていました。今度は友達と一緒に行きたいと思いました。ダッシュボードで自分の勉強の進み具合を確認してやる気を保つ。Stay motivated by tracking your learning progress with the dashboard. ダッシュボードで自分の勉強の進み具合を確認してやる気を保つ。Stay motivated by tracking your learning progress with the dashboard. 今日はここまで。明日はそこまで。明後日はそこまで。絶対日本語喋れるようになるんだ。I can do it! まずは文章をゆっくり読む。そしてもう少し早く、もう一度読んでみる。Read lines slowly at first. Then, reread and increase your speed. まずは文章をゆっくり読む。そしてもう少し早く、もう一度読んでみる。Read lines slowly at first. Then, reread and increase your speed. あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あいうえお、あお、あお、あお、あお、あお。締め切りのある小さくて適当な目標を立てる。Set small and measurable learning goals with the deadline. 締め切りのある小さくて適当な目標を立てる。Set small and measurable learning goals with the deadline. 次にレストラン行った時には日本語で注文できるようにするぞ。私が英語を学んでる時にしたのは1日ワンフレーズを覚えるとか、何か単語を一つ覚えるとか、覚えてその単語を使う文を勉強したりしてました。早く上達するように自分のレベルより少し難しいレッスンに挑戦してみる。Try harder lessons to challenge yourself and improve faster. 早く上達するように自分のレベルより少し難しいレッスンに挑戦してみる。Try harder lessons to challenge yourself and improve faster. よし、日本語の曲を全部英語訳してみるぞ。今日のレッスンはここまでです。Today's theme was Top 10 Language Learning Strategies. なんとなく言葉を学ぶのもいいけど、どういうふうに学ぶかっていう戦略を考えると、もっと早く上達するかもしれませんよ。ということで、今日は以上です。Bye for now! See you later! Ciao! ぽわぽわぽわぽわぽわぽわぽわぽわ10 compliments you always want to hear. Let's go! 君は最高の友達だよ。You are an awesome friend! ねえメグ、テイラー・スウィフト好きだったよね。I'm Meg. うん、テイラー・スウィフト大好き。昨日テイラー・スウィフトとたまたま会ってね、サインもらったの。For you! 最高の友達だ、ありがとう。そのジャケット似合ってますね。That jacket looks nice on you. わあ、先輩、そのジャケット似合ってますね。ハンサムですね。You're handsome. あなたはハンサムですね。よくやった。Great job. これ言ってみて。生麦、生米、生卵。よくやった。見た目より内面の方がずっと素敵です。Your inside is more beautiful than your outside. 綺麗な心を持っています。頭いいですね。You're smart! 来ました。この問題解けるの？すごい、頭いいですね。センスがいいね。You have a good taste. おお、そのシャツをそんな風に着れるなんてさすが。センスがいいね。You have a good taste. 笑顔が素敵です。Your smile is beautiful. 笑顔が素敵ですね。いつも楽しそうだね。You always look like you're having fun. いつもポジティブだね。You're positive. 大丈夫。失敗あればこそ次があるんだよ。Yes! 20 travel phrases you should know. Let's start. ありがとう。Thank you. ありがとう。Thank you. もし丁寧に言いたい場合は、ありがとうございます。です。ありがとう。ありがとうございます。すみません。Excuse me. すみません。 Excuse me? 例えば道を聞きたいときとかに人を呼び止めるときは、すいません。これはいくらですか？ How much is this? これはいくらですか？これはいくらですか？あれはいくらですか？それはいくらですか？駅はどこですか？ Where is the train station? 駅はどこですか？東京駅はどこですか？ Where is Tokyo station? Something like that. Wi-Fi は無料ですか？ Is the Wi-Fi free? Wi-Fi は無料ですか？すいません、パソコン使いたいんですけど、Wi-Fi のパスワードを教えてください。Oh, connected! Thank you! 私はちょっと前までこの Wi-Fi を Wi-Fi って呼んでました。なんか、友達が教えてくれるまでずっと Wi-Fi、Wi-Fi って言ってて、通じなかったんですね。Wi-Fi です、皆さん。これをください。I'd like this. これをください。すいません。これをください。100円です。はい。ありがとうございます。メニューお願いします。Could we have the menu, please? メニューお願いします。Could we have the menu, please? すいません。英語のメニューお願いします。おすすめはありますか？ Do you have any recommendations? おすすめはありますか？あ、すいません。ここのお店のおすすめありますか？ほうほうほう。あ、じゃあそれください。でん。ピーナッツアレルギーがあります。I'm allergic to peanuts. ピーナッツアレルギーです。I'm allergic to peanuts. 猫アレルギーです。Cat. 花粉症です。私本当に花粉症で今の時期はとても大変です。ベジタリアン用のメニューはありますか？ Do you have any vegetarian dishes? ベジタリアン用の料理はありますか？お肉が食べられません。I can't eat meat. お会計をお願いします。Could I have the check, please? お会計をお願いします。クレジットカードは使えますか？ Do you take credit card? クレジットカードは使えますか？ Do you take credit card? ビザは使えますか？マスターカードは使えますか？ Do you take credit card? 写真を撮ってもらえませんか？ Could you take a picture of me, please? あ、すいません。写真を撮ってもらえませんか？お願いします。チーズ禁煙席お願いします。I'd like to have a non-smoking seat, please. てんとん。いらっしゃいませ。2名様ですか？はい。禁煙席、喫煙席どちらがよろしいですか？禁煙席お願いします。喫煙席、smoking seat。負けてもらえませんか？ Could you give me a discount? 負けてもらえませんか？ Could you give me a discount? ダンダダンダダンダンダンダダンダダン。あ、これ欲しかったやつだ。やっと見つけたな、これ。あ、すいません、これ、いくらですか？もうちょっと負けてもらえませんか？もし負けてくれたら2つ買います。負けてもらえませんか？ Could you give me a discount? 地図ありますか？ Could I get a map? 地図ありますか？新宿駅の地図ありますか？予約をしたのですが。I have a reservation. いらっしゃいませ。あ、すいません。予約をしたのですが。I have a reservation. 水、お願いします。Water, please. Empty. 水お願いします。英語を話せますか？ Do you speak English? 英語を話せますか？あ、すいません。英語話せますか？喋れない。どこかおすすめの場所はありますか？ Is there any place you recommend? 東京駅の近くでおすすめのラーメン屋さんはありますか？ Is there any ramen shops you recommend near Tokyo Station? Oh! Top 10 phrases you'll need for a date. はは。一緒にご飯食べに行かない？ Would you like to go out to dinner with me? 一緒にご飯食べに行かない？ Would you like to go out to dinner with me? 明日の夜、暇だったら一緒にご飯食べに行かない？ Would you like to go out to dinner with me? どこか他のところに行こうか。Shall we go somewhere else? どこか他のところ行こうか。Shall we go somewhere else? ガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャ。ここはうるさいからどこか他のところに行こうか。It's noisy here. So shall we go somewhere else? 一緒にブラブラしない？ Would you like to hang out with me? 一緒にブラブラしない？ Would you like to hang out with me? 新宿のあたりで一緒にブラブラしない？ Would you like to hang out with me around 新宿？とってもかわいいね。You are so cute. とってもかわいいね。You are so cute. 目が大きくてとってもかわいいね。You have big eyes and are so cute. 素敵だよ。You look great. 素敵だよ。You look great. その新しいコート、とっても素敵だよ。You look great with that coat. 素晴らしい夜だった。That was a great evening. 素晴らしい夜だった。That was a great evening. 昨日は素晴らしい夜だった。We had great evening yesterday. 電話するよ。I'll call you. 電話するよ。I'll call you. 明日電話するよ。I'll call you up tomorrow. 家まで送っていくよ。I will drive you home. 家まで送っていくよ。I'll drive you home. もう遅いから家まで送っていくよ。It's late, so I will drive you home. 明日何時に会おうか。What time shall we meet tomorrow? 明日何時に会おうか。What time shall we meet tomorrow? それじゃあ明日何時に会おうか。So what time shall we meet tomorrow then? また会えるかな。Can I see you again? また会えるかな。Can I see you again? 来週また会えるかな。Can I see you again next week? Top 10 phrases your parents always say. そうしなさい。あれ、こうしなさい。Let's go! 気をつけて。Be careful. 気をつけて。Be careful. もう暗いから気をつけて。Be careful. It's so dark. 静かに。Be quiet. 静かに。Be quiet. お父さんが電話中だから静かに。Be quiet because your dad is talking on the phone. いい子にしなさいね。Behave. いい子にしなさいね。Behave. おじさんの家に行くけどいい子にしなさいね。We are going to your uncle's house, so behave yourself, okay? 宿題しなさい。Do your homework. 宿題しなさい。Do your homework. テレビを見る前に宿題しなさい。Do your homework before you watch TV. Okay. 寝なさい。Go to bed. 寝なさい。Go to bed. あ、もう11時ですよ。寝なさい。It's already 11. Go to bed. 3つまで数えるからね。I'm going to count to 3. 3つまで数えるからね。I'm going to count to 1, 2, 3. 3つ数え終わるまでに本当のことを言いなさい。Tell me the truth before I finish counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on! やめなさい。Stop! うわ！メガネ取ったメガネ取ったやめなさい !Stop! ディリリリ危ないからやめなさい !Stop! It's dangerous! 冗談じゃないよ。I'm not kidding. 冗談じゃないよ。I'm not kidding. 信じてないみたいだけど、冗談じゃないよ。You don't believe it, but I'm not kidding. 今すぐテレビを消しなさい。Turn the TV off now. 今すぐテレビ消しなさい。Turn the TV off now. もう12時ですよ。今すぐテレビを消しなさい。It's already midnight. Turn the TV off now. いつ歯を磨いたの？ Did you brush your teeth? いつ歯を磨いたの？ When did you brush your teeth?
Are you feeling confident as a beginner level language learner? Are you ready to move up to the intermediate level? Here are some tips to help you make that leap and advance your language learning progress. Tip number 1, determine your skill level. It's important to look across your skills in the major language competencies: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. By taking our level assessment test, you can review your skills in each competency and see your strengths and weaknesses. Keep in mind it's normal to be better in some skills than others. Premium Plus users can take our level assessment test and get personalized recommendations and learning pathways based on your results. Once you've figured out which skills need work, it's time to take action. No matter which of your language skills need to be improved, make sure you choose a method that's both effective and fun to help maintain your regular learning routine. Tip number 2, listening. The most effective way to build your listening comprehension is by building a strong vocabulary. The more vocab you master, the easier it will be to understand the context and details of the conversation. Songs in the target language are a key listening tool that will teach you common, everyday vocabulary. By learning and memorizing the lyrics, you're building up your vocabulary. If you really want your listening skills to take off, listen to our podcasts. We have hundreds of hours of audio lessons for you to listen to. Before you know it, you'll be able to understand shows and movies. Tip number 3, speaking. Add speaking elements to your language routine. Try shadowing podcasts, repeating along while you listen. Match the native speaker's pronunciation and intonation. This is a fantastic way to improve your fluency and accuracy. You can also find a partner for conversation exchange. A partner can help correct your mistakes and teach you more natural ways to phrase your ideas. Tip number 4, writing. An easy way to start writing more often is by keeping a one-sentence journal. Write one sentence in a journal every day. It doesn't take a lot of time and is a great habit for beginners to build a routine. You have to be consistent to make improvements. Ask native speakers to correct your writing to improve even faster. You can submit sentences and phrases to your teacher using Premium Plus. Tip number 5, reading. Reading is a skill you can improve by yourself. There's no need to rush. It doesn't matter if you read 1 or 100 pages at a time. What matters is that you understand what you read. Write down new words as you read them to practice later. If there's an audio version, read along with the narrator. It'll help you read at a slightly faster speed than normal. You can use the audio that comes with each of our lessons. Bonus tip, never give up. Where do your language skills currently stand? Where do you want them to be? How do you get there? Whatever your goal is, make it clear and part of your life. You'll reach it if you stay focused and positive. And if you really want your skills to take off, make use of our tools and resources. They're designed to help you get to the next level in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way. Just click the link in the description to sign up for a free lifetime account. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds. Click the link in the description and start learning right away. I'll see you there. Bye!
Hi everyone! Today's video is difficult words to say. So let's go! Kowai. Kowai means frightened, scary. お化けは怖い。怖いですね。Next word. 作る。作る means make. 晩ご飯を作る。これいい、大丈夫、シンプル。嫌い。嫌い means hate. 嫌い。嫌い嫌い。寒いのは嫌い。ででででん。暗い。暗い。dark。夜は暗い。こんなんで大丈夫か。ででででん。黒い。黒い means black。黒いものは何だろう。黒い。宇宙は黒い。宇宙は黒いよね。See you next week. Bye bye. Hey guys, this is Risa. Today we're gonna do top 10 hardest words to pronounce. Let's go. よし。Twitter. Twitter. Twitter でつぶやく。Say something on Twitter. Tweet. やったことない Twitter。チックチックっていうね。あ、マウになっちゃった。なう。あ、マウだ。なんでなう。スタジオナウ。I'm in the studio. 多分このツイッターが難しいのは、つっていう発音が結構外国の人には難しいみたいで、それが一番初めについてるからちょっと難しいのかもしれないです。ツイッター。つ。伝えられなかった。 could not tell。これもつから始まってます。伝えられなかった。確かにちょっと難しいかもしれないですね、言われると。本当の気持ちを伝えられなかった。ダン。侵略。invasion。侵略。多分このりゃが言いにくいんじゃないですかね。りゃ。りゃりゅうりょ。りに小さいやです。りゃ。りゃ。りゃ。敵の陣地に侵略する。わー。便利。convenient。便利。コンビニは便利。convenience store is convenient。ラリルレロ、ラリルレロ、ラリルレロ、便利。これ言いづらいですかね。便利。りかな。出力。output power。り。もりも入ってる。出力。出力。出力。出力装置。output power device。これは確かにちょっと言いにくいですね。こうやってもしかしたら首をこうやって出力って言ったら言いやすいかもしれない。出力。店員。クラーク。店員なんですけど、喋ってるときは店員みたいな。ちょっと伸ばす感じですかね。って言うと言いやすいです。店員。店員。店員。店員。難しいですね。店員。店員。店員さんを呼ぶ。call the clerk。すいません。すいません。よくレストランで日本で店員さんを呼ぶときはすいませんって結構大きな声出して言うので、もしかしたらびっくりするかもしれないです。いらっしゃいませ。こんにちは。旅行。traveling。旅行。旅行に行く。ブーン。マチュピチュ行ってきます。暖かくなかった。was not warm。暖かくなかった。暖かくなかった。暖かくなかった。暖かくなかった。暖かくなかった。When you use this phrase, I think normally people say あったかくなかった。あったかい。あったかくなかった。あったかい is a short way to say 暖かい。In a formal situation, you'd better to say 暖かい。駐車場。parking lot。駐車場。parking lot。駐車場。駐車場。駐車場に車を止める。駐車場。駐車場。テンタン、テンタン。何これテンタン、テンタン、テンタン。おっちょこちょい。clumsy。おっちょこちょいな女の子。a clumsy girl。こぼしちゃった。すいません。おっちょこちょい。おっちょこちょい。おっちょこちょい。おっちょこちょい。clumsy。Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye for now. おっちょこちょい、おっちょこちょい。
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description. Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Japanese ebook before it's gone.